Welcome to Finely Fettled, the podcast where cannabis meets conversation and maybe a little chaos.
We're your hosts,
Jackie
and Tori, here to keep it real about our cannabis journeys, share some laughs, and potentially even drop a little knowledge along the way.
We're all about making cannabis fun, approachable, and a bit less intimidating, whether you're a seasoned smoker or just kinda curious.
So sit back, spark up, and let's explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
Responsibly, of course. Let's get this sesh started.
Do not use cannabis if you're under the age of 21. Keep cannabis out of the reach of children. Please consume responsibly.
Hello, hello.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hi, Jackie.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
I came in hot there.
That's okay. I liked it. Guys, hi. Welcome. Another episode of Finely Fettled.
Woohoo!
You get me and Jackie today.
That's it. The two.
Us two gals.
Just
and you.
girls. We're just girls.
Today we wanted to talk just a little bit about how to be a classy stoner with some etiquette.
Yes.
You
Stoner
know?
etiquette is very important.
We want you to show up to the smoke sesh with manners.
100%.
So, we're here to help.
Let's talk about what we are consuming today. Just a little while ago, Tori and I smoked some Dolce de Uva from the brand 11 from Massachusetts. It's a nice little hybrid, little bit indica leaning. Yeah, we're feeling nice and like calm this morning.
Yeah, it was very like mellow, but like ready. To take on the day.
Yeah, it's got like nice powdery buds. It's a good little smoke. And then just to like spice things up a little, we also just each consumed responsibly a Kana belt. I don't know if you guys have heard of these, but they are like these belts, like those rainbow belts that is a candy, you know. But there are these belts that are made with solventless rosin. And there's 4 belts in each pack, and each belt is 25 milligrams, but they are perforated, so you can pull them apart and just do like 5 milligrams at a time. But I did a full send this morning. I did the 25. Tori did what?
I did 15.
15. And they are nano, so they should be hitting anytime.
Are they nano?
Yes. So nano is fast acting for those of you who don't know. And I don't know if I already said this, but they are sativa, so
very nice. Yeah. I like it. I love Kana. I love all of their edibles.
They taste so good.
And these belts are one of my newest favorite items.
This flavor is the sour cherry limeade.
Yep.
Fire.
I love them.
Tastes just like that.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's literal candy, and it works so great.
Yeah. And the texture is top tier.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Let's get into it.
Okay. Let's talk about stoner etiquette, guys. There is so much to unpack here and just really good ways to go about it.
Yeah. So,
really cutesy, really demure ways to go about it. Really mindful.
So, guys, if you're going to show up to, a little smoke sesh with your friends, you're having a gathering, you don't want to be rude. If you're, everyone's rolling up, the polite thing to do is to, like, share, Me and my friends used to say we'd make a little salad. Did you guys ever make salads?
Oh, no, but we would always say, oh, you want to match?
Yeah.
I have not used that term in so long.
Right.
But, yeah, you want to smoke? Yeah, let's match.
That's so funny. We would say, like, let's make a little salad, and we would all just mix our flour
That's
together.
Nice. We should make salads.
Yeah, we should make more salads.
I love a salad.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, yes, however, if you, don't have anything on you and the other person is going to be sharing their flour with you, once they're done rolling up or packing the bowl or whatever it is, the kind of unspoken rule is that whose ever flour it is does get to take the first hit.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Also, guys, like, if you're in a larger rotation, and I mean more than, like, 2 people, just, like, really try to keep up with the direction that we're going in. Tori, I might be calling Tori out, actually. This is a personal attack on Tori. She does not know how to stay in rotation.
I just get a little fettled and I get a little confused about which way we're going, It's hard to keep track of sometimes. But yes, going in the rotation also, for you beginner stoners out there, it's puff, puff, pass.
Yes.
You're allowed 2 puffs before you pass.
I will say, I don't think the older generation abides by that rule, because I remember one time I was at a family party at my uncle's house, and older, like 60s, and I was in the rotation with them, and I do puff, puff, pass, and one of the older women there yelled at me for hitting it twice.
What? They do single puff?
Yeah, and I'm like, that's crazy. But honestly, yeah, like, that's kind of how my dad is. Like, he's just like, just one. And I'm like, really? Not a puff puff. It just doesn't seem complete.
Yeah, I agree. That is so strange to
honestly,
me. A singular puff. I thought you were going to say that they did more puffs.
No. And, like, I will say I definitely stick to the puff puff pass in a larger rotation, but, like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes when, like, even you and I are smoking, like, I'll sneak in a third puff or a fourth, like, yeah,
just...
So I think it's, like, okay, like, guys, this isn't, like, we're not being that serious, but, like, there are some rules to the road here.
Yeah,
Also, guys, don't hold it for too long.
Yes.
Like, these joints, blunts, like, they are not talking sticks, okay? Like, I just can't, like, when people are smoking, like, obviously we get to talking and it's fun and whatever, but, like, are you ever in a circle and somebody is holding the piece, okay, telling a story, and you can't even listen to the story because you're just staring at that f***ing piece, like, just slowly just burning away to nothing, and you're like, dude, literally, that's like, I put so much keef in there that, like, please just pass it.
I know exactly what you mean.
I literally will interrupt people and be like, dude, I love you, but this is not a talking stick. Like,
they're only on their first puff.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even going to get it again.
Right. Mm-hmm. Take the second puff, please.
Just please. Yeah.
No, I completely understand. Mm-hmm. Also, one in the circle, guys and gals, the lip gloss and the chapstick. Again, am guilty of this one. I know. Mm-hmm. But try to be mindful.
Try to be mindful. You don't want to just, be like, yeah, guys, let's smoke a blunt. Oh, let me put on my lip gloss first. That's not a good time for anybody. Everyone's going to have sticky lips.
Yeah, and
it gets wet and soggy and...
Ow! Right. Be mindful of your saliva output.
Yeah. Yes. No, really. And, like, I don't know. Yeah. Don't be, like, licking your lips. Don't be, like, taking drinks of things. Don't be, like, I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me, though, because that's my pet peeve. I do not like wet joints.
I was just going to say, keep the joint dry.
Yes.
Keep
Truthfully.
the joint dry.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then once it gets down, the blunt, the joint, whatever you're smoking, once it starts
people
to get
might start like tapping out.
Yeah, and that's okay. I feel like some people feel like scared or like people are going to judge them if they're like ready to like stop smoking. They don't want
to be the first one.
Right, but as soon as like one person is like ready or like has had enough, more people are like also good.
Right.
It just takes the first person to say it.
It's like when people leave a party. It's just one person who has to get the train going.
Right.
Like, yeah, okay, me too. Yeah. I'm good. Yes, but you always want to make sure that, like, if you're still smoking on it, but you're ready to tap out, you're the last one, just a courtesy, make sure nobody else wants it before you put it out.
Yes.
Even if everybody else has already tapped out. Just a nice little, okay, does anybody else want this? I'm tapping out.
Yep.
Putting it out.
A little courtesy call.
Yeah. Yes, like last call.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't be that asshole who calls people out
for being too high
and makes it weird.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Yeah, let's not make it weird for anybody. Like, if you're high, you're high.
Right. That's kind of the point.
It's okay.
That's kind of what we're doing here.
It's okay to be fettled.
So yeah, and don't don't make other people, you call them out, put them on the spot, they're going to start to feel weird, and that's not fun for anyone. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, this one is a big one. Mm-hmm. Don't bick others.
Truthfully, right. Don't do that.
I said this to one of our other coworkers the other day. What's up, Lauren? And she didn't know what I meant. I thought this was a common thing.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, what bicking means is stealing somebody's lighter.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But
I do it by accident, like, quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Honestly...
I'm very guilty.
I have so many lighters at this point from all of, like, the different events and stuff that we do.
Yeah, I do, too. Mm-hmm.
Guys, I don't know if Jackie and I have ever shared what our actual jobs are.
Oh, yeah.
With Finely Fettled.
Side quest. Side quest.
BT dubs. We should get into that, but we can save that for another episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Keeps you guys interested. You know, you'll have to tune back in for that
one.
Yeah.
Wait till you find out.
Anyway, so I have so many lighters. Like, I don't mind. I have a lighter in every single purse. I have a lighter in every
What's your
jacket.
favorite kind of lighter?
Just a regular Bic lighter.
Guys,
love a Bic.
Recently, at an event we went to, there were these Clipper torch lighters. Mm-hmm. My new favorite.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because if it's a torch, then it's, like, wind resistant. So you can, like, be smoking bongs outside.
I'm trying to picture what this looks like. Like, it has the long thing.
No. It's just a regular, like, you know what a Clipper lighter is? Like the round ones.
Yeah.
Like the round, not a Bic lighter. That's like the flatter kind, like a round regular lighter. Uh-huh. And it has the torch flame instead of just like...
So it's just like a big...
It's not huge. It's not a huge flame.
Okay.
But it's just like the torch method instead of like just the flicking.
I see. I wish you guys could see me and Jackie trying to, like...
Yeah, I'm, like, trying so hard with my hand to show... And it's really doing nothing.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
The Clipper lighters.
Clipper torch.
Clipper torch lighters.
Yes.
The easy reaches are nice for doing, like, bowls and bongs. I like
and
those.
Candles.
And candles.
Not smoking candles, lighting candles.
Yeah.
Don't smoke candles.
Sacre bleu! But, yeah, any lighters. Don't Bic any of them.
Yeah.
More of the story.
Try not to. All right, so I feel like we talked about, like, you know, smoking, like, paper things. Let's talk about glass.
Yes.
Because there is some etiquette with glass as well, I feel.
This is true. Me
or
and
just
Jackie
sorry, go on.
Are now in our bowl era.
We're
back in
We're
our bowl
back
era.
in it. We've been hitting it old school with a bowl.
That's right.
I love a bowl.
It's nice.
Honestly, I love a bowl.
Yeah.
Guys. They're so underrated. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get back into it heavy. Also really into bongs right now.
Yes.
Really into bongs.
Do you know what I used to have? I had so many and I miss is a steamroller.
Dude, I was just talking about a steamroller the other day.
I want one so bad. I don't know what happened to mine. I had a really cute one. It was like blue and it had like daisies on it.
Yeah.
And it was so cute. I want like a big one though, because those, you take one and it's just like
one
straight and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Straight to the dome. Have you seen those bongs? Like, have you been influenced yet about the bongs that you can like take apart and clean and stuff?
No, I haven't seen those.
Yeah, those are sick, and I want to get one.
I want one of the ones that look like a vase.
Yes.
I love those.
Yes. So with bongs, like, you definitely need to make sure they're clean and clean water.
Especially if you're going to be sharing the bong with
friends.
Like,
don't invite me over your house to rip your bong, and that water's been sitting there for who knows how long, and it's black, and...
Right. No one wants your crusty bong
guys,
water.
You need to have clean bong water and a nice clean bong. And I feel like when I was younger, I definitely didn't like change my bong water as often as I should, you know?
Yes, I know.
But like now I'm like so crazy about it. Like, yeah.
I know. I recently started doing fresh bong water every time. Is that crazy to say? Do you do fresh water every time?
I will say, like, pretty much every time, but there are times where, like, if I get home from work and the bong is right there, like, I'm just gonna rip it real quick. Right. And that, like, it's just, like, my routine. Like, get home, rip the bong, and, yeah. Right. So I might not empty the water right then, but I will, like, at some point that night. So,
right,
like,
right, exactly. Yeah.
like, that's what I did last night.
Yes.
I got
Like,
home, immediately ripped the bong. Didn't even pack a fresh bowl, just, like, whatever was left in there from the night before.
Yes.
Just gonna clear that out.
Exactly.
Rip it.
Then clean it.
Yes.
Then put a fresh one in.
Yeah. So,
I get you.
Yeah. But that's, like, the extent of it, usually. Like, the longest I'll go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is that gross? No, I don't think it
know.
is.
Am I gross for that?
I don't know. Guys, write us in. Let us know if we're gross. Write us in. Does that even make sense? I think the kanas are hitting me. Write us in.
I think that's... No,
I don't think that
right.
makes... No, write into us. I don't know. Whatever.
Grammar. So anyway, I also started putting ice cubes in it. This is...
I've heard that is a good thing to do.
It's very nice. I really recommend it.
I have done it before, but I didn't, like, know why people did it or, like, why it was a good thing to do.
It, like, cools it down and it's, like, less harsh.
Yes.
It's really nice.
Yes. I've also heard that if you, like take your lips away from it a little bit, like, it helps you get, like, cooler air into your lungs as well. Like, if you're not doing the ice method, that's, like, another tip. But, like, I don't know. I love bongs, but honestly, I'm not going to lie. Every time I hit one, I almost die. I will say, though, using hemp wick has made a big difference. I don't always use hemp wick, but when I do, I feel like it just makes such a difference of, like, not inhaling the butane.
Right. I 100% agree with you. But I just, like, cannot really get the technique down.
I know. It's hard to, like,
struggle with that.
Yeah.
I wish I want to use it, but I'm not good at it.
Because it's hard to get the hemp wick to go out once it's...
Yeah, and I'm like, do I put it out? Do I not? But no, you obviously put it out, but then you have to relight it if you want to relight it. And then
I know.
And then I'm, like, nervous that it's going to, like, catch on fire. And I'm like, you know?
Right.
But it does make it taste so much better, and it is, like, cleaner.
How do you clean your glass?
I just do, you know, the nice old school, like, put it in a Ziploc bag with some alcohol and salt, let it sit there for a couple hours, swish it around.
Yeah.
That usually does the trick.
Yeah. I really like the 710 cleaner.
Ooh.
Works like a charm.
Ooh.
But I also like rubbing alcohol. Can't go wrong with that.
What do you do with the 710 cleaner? Just same thing? You put it in a bag?
I have a rectangular, like, Tupperware container. And, like, I just give them all a bath at the same time. Like, I put all my pieces, or, like, the ones that'll fit in there. And put the lid on, fill it with, like, water, alcohol, salt, whatever, and just shake it around. Or I'll do it with the 710 cleaner, too. Like, and I'll just dilute it with water and just... let it sit, shake it around, and it gets clean real quick.
Yeah, I know. It's, like, shocking how fast.
I know. And I remember, like, back in the day, I don't think they had cleaners like this then. Like, and I didn't know that rubbing alcohol was, like, the holy grail.
Right.
Like,
right,
I'm talking, like, back in my early days of smoking. So I remember, like, I would boil them in hot water.
I was going to say
and
that.
now I would never do that.
And that would, like, smell up the house, too. It smelled like gross resin.
I ruined several pots from doing that, too. Because once resin gets on stuff, it, like, never comes off. So
yeah, you don't want to cook with that after.
No. So, but yeah, I never... like, knew about rubbing alcohol and sea salt and all of that back in the day. I literally just would boil them.
I know. I mean, it does get the job done, but rubbing alcohol and salt are just, like, so much better and easier.
Yeah.
And it's just so important, I think, to keep your bongs clean and your pieces clean, because otherwise you're not going to, like, get a proper hit. It's going to get clogged up and you're going to just, like, waste so much flour and it doesn't taste good. It's gross. And yeah. Just clean your bongs, people.
That's it, guys. That's all you gotta do, really.
Also, they have you seen those, like, little magnetic, like, ducks?
Yes. I want to get those.
Yes, I like those guys. They really help a lot.
Yeah. I also really like pipe cleaners. I really like those just for, you know, getting in the nooks and crannies.
Do we sell the 710 cleaner in the dispensary?
I'm not positive if we have the 710 cleaner, but I know we have the 420 cleaner, and they're very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I honestly, like, I don't know. It never even, like, crossed my mind to get a cleaner, but, like, I don't know why I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I just truly never thought of it.
Dude, it makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
You know? And they smell good.
Yeah, what am I doing?
Yeah,
Good thing I listened to this podcast.
Dude, that might be the funniest thing you ever said. Okay. Well, okay. All of this bong talk is kind of reminding me of a funny story from back in the day. So me and my friends, we basically had a communal bong. Like, I think really we bought it for our friend for her birthday. But it ended up just kind of being like our communal bong. It was this nice, beautiful yellow bong with green and brown swirls, like reddish brown swirls. And, it was in the early days, so we weren't very open about our cannabis use. So we had a code word for our communal bong, and it was called Bermuda. So anytime we wanted to smoke weed or like smoke out of the bong, we'd be like, "Oh, you want to go to Bermuda? Let's just go to Bermuda." So
Where did Bermuda come from? Why Bermuda?
Truthfully, I don't know. I have no idea why.
That's so funny.
We'd be like, "Yeah, let's just go to Bermuda." But because it was our communal bong, like, we would share it, like, literally from, like, house to house.
You guys had joint custody?
Literally. It primarily stayed with our friend Britt. And, sorry, Britt, I'm outing you on this podcast right now, but it's fine. So it would stay with Britt most of the time, and we had this, like, nice travel case for it. But I remember, like, vividly, like, I would text Britt and be like, "Hey, I'm going here tonight. I'd love to bring Bermuda. Like, I know you're not going to be around, so can I please, like, bring her?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be home either, so I'm just going to leave it in this bush, like, at the end of my driveway. You can just come and get it, and, yeah, whatever." And then, like, I would just give it back to her, like, the next time I saw her, or, like, if someone else in the group needed it, I'd be like, "Okay, I have Bermuda. I'm going to leave her here for you. You can go and get her at your leisure." But, like, one thing we all always did when we borrowed Bermuda from each other is we would always obviously clean her, and just like I also remember, like, we would leave each other like full bowl packs in it, which was a nice little thing to do. Yeah,
that is great.
Yeah. I do remember one time one of our friends though was a little bit fettled, and she put Bermuda back into the travel case while there was water still in it, and it just got everywhere, and we had to wash the case, and but it was fine. And I was actually the one who ended up with Bermuda because our friend ended up going to the military and, like, moving. So she needed somebody to take over the full custody.
Right.
So obviously I was the next man down, you know. So I had Bermuda for years. And then one day I used to have cats, and one of my cats knocked it over and broke it.
No.
It was, like, honestly so sad.
That is so sad when that happens.
Yeah.
It really is devastating.
Yeah.
I've broken so many bongs.
Yeah.
So many.
I guess I wanted to tell this story because it just kind of reminded me of bong etiquette.
Yeah, and also, isn't it so funny how, like, people do name their bongs?
Yeah.
You know?
Although, like, I feel like I got a bong not that long ago and I haven't named it.
I know. Mine
like,
right now isn't named either.
Yeah. But I used to be really into naming the pieces. Honestly, we should do that again.
I know. I named some of my bowls, a lot of my bowls.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See?
You get really attached,
I know. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Another thing we wanted to talk about is a lot of people don't know what to expect when going to a dispensary for the first time. And we feel like that's, like, really important because it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, everyone is, like, really scared and really intimidated to go to a dispensary, and I think that it's not scary at all once you get inside. I mean, it is, like, I guess, because the windows have to be frosted and you can't see inside, so I get why that would be, like, intimidating, but it's really nothing crazy once you get inside.
Yeah. And what do you need to bring when you go to a dispensary?
What you need to bring when you go to a dispensary, Jackie, is a valid ID. So the driver's license, passport, state ID.
Tori with a passport.
If you know, you know. And just cash, or you can use a debit card. There is a fee if you use the debit card. So cash is king, as they say. But recently, you know, I heard some murmurs about being able to accept credit cards
I know.
soon.
Honestly, maybe by the time this airs, credit cards will be able.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's actually huge.
Yeah, but people don't charge your weed.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't go in debt for weed.
Yeah, cash, please, is ideal, I think. We have ATMs on site at all of our locations.
Yep, and, you know, it's really not intimidating to go into one of our stores. Everybody's super nice, super friendly, like, willing to help you. And, you know, since it's Connecticut, there's no product on display yet. Hopefully, eventually. Hopefully really soon. But we have the online menu right there, and all of our bud tenders are happy to talk to you about it. In our medical locations, we have pharmacists always there, where if you had a question, they'd be happy to help. So it definitely is not as intimidating as you think.
Yeah, and the bud tenders honestly tell me that their favorite customers are the ones that ask a lot of questions.
Oh, I loved that when I was a bud tender.
Yeah.
I could talk about weed all day.
Right, right. Yeah, so ask as many questions as you can, as you want. We love it. But also, like, just speaking of etiquette, don't take any pictures inside the dispensary.
Yes.
No videos. Don't be on FaceTime. Don't be on the phone.
Right. You know, not everybody is into the camera or being on social media or letting people know that they were in a dispensary.
Exactly. But yeah, but that's it. You know, you just go inside, show us your ID. And that's another thing. Everyone is so scared that dispensaries are like sending your information to the government or to your employers.
I know.
No, we're not saving your information.
Yeah.
It's just like if you go to a bar, they scan your ID to make sure it's valid. It's the same thing.
Yep.
And that's it. You know, just make sure it's real, and then you're good to go.
Yes.
So it's really not intimidating. Then you just walk inside and you talk to our bud tenders and cash out like you would at any other retail store.
Yeah.
But it's way more fun.
Yes. Also, another etiquette thing, please bring your animals to come and see us.
We want to see all of
very
your
good
animals.
etiquette of you to bring your animals to Finely Fettled.
We have so many pets that come into our doors.
Yes. We have an open pet policy.
Someone was telling me the other day about a ferret that comes into the dispensary.
Yep.
2 ferrets. We have parrots.
Yep.
Cats.
Kittens. Yeah.
Dogs. So many dogs. We love dogs.
I think somebody brought in like a little baby goat once.
What?
Yeah.
A goat? Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I've seen a pig, honestly. A little
Really?
baby pig.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. So seriously, guys, bring your pets, please.
And also, please, if nothing else, please send us pictures of your pets.
Yes. And we will post them to our story.
Email them to us.
Yes.
podcast@finelyfettled.com.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. We want them.
All right. And speaking of that, write in any other questions, comments, funny stories, things you want us to talk about. Please write in. We want to hear from you guys.
Guys, follow us on Instagram at finelyfettled.pod and on X at finelyfettled420. And guys, always,
Please consume responsibly.
thank you. Have a nice day.
Do not use cannabis if you are under the age of 21. Keep cannabis out of the reach of children. Please consume responsibly.